After 7 days of flying solo up to Scotland, across to Ireland, the ferry crossing to Brittany, the amazing stones of Carnac, the forest of Brocéliande, and Mont Saint-Michel, etc., etc., then Paris and Amsterdam, I was glad to arrive back in London, where I found Gail at her second home in Primrose Hill. I phoned Jan and found that the trip to Israel was on. Yay, we were flying out the next day for a 3-day visit to the Baha'i World Centre. Gail was actually caught up in the excitement too, and she decided to come as well. During the week, the biggest crop pattern ever had appeared near Avebury, within view of Silbury Hill actually. This one was printed on the front of all the London dailies, and it was over 900 feet in diameter and over 400, I think it was 409 separate circles. And it boggled the minds of even the most hardened skeptics, with one of the London journalists reporting that his brain hurt. Gail and I just had to go and see this, and also we had to pick up Jan, so we arranged to meet her at the Red Lion Inn inside Avebury after a visit to the massive circle, which had now become known as the Mega Galaxy Wheel, among other names. Got Silbury Hill right in the background. Sure. Here it is, the edge of the biggest circle ever. I think that must be the centre over there. Okay, what's happening here? Which room number is this? Room 309. 309? Alright. You're expecting a bit of room service, eh? I'll just wander over to the centre circle there. 400 circles.
What sense about telling a hardened skeptic like me that this is something other than just local boys with a good grasp of geology and knotted string and sort of night vision glasses?
I think what's important is what it means for each individual at the moment.
Take a photo of the scientist taking a photo of the crappie.
I'm taking a photograph of the crop circle.
Same colour as the wheat. No, the hair, your hair. It's golden in the sunlight. After spending a few hours of bliss under the blue sky and the flossy cirrus clouds of Wiltshire, Gail and I headed to Avebury, where indeed John and Jan were waiting for us at the Red Lion Inn. While having a beer there, we looked out the window and, with a shock, realised that there was a pattern in the field right where we'd asked for one. I hadn't actually even remembered or even thought about this, but there it was. There was just enough light to check it out before sunset, so we got to spend our last sunset in England before heading to Israel the next day inside our own circle. Excellent.
Falling fast.
Yeah. We'll drive as close as we can, huh, Corey?
Don't point that thing at me, it hurts. You notice the English there, the way I drop H's and everything else.
Yeah. Here's John pulling up in his little three-wheeler. It's one of the female avenue up to Avebury Centre. There's Avebury, standing in its outer own little koru spiral. Look at it, beautiful. There's Gale in the middle.
You know, and I did think of drawing your attention at the time.
Hey, get this. He's just telling me that he picked up $10, right?
£10.
£10 of me, right?
That's $30.
Last night, during the night, this being that I've never met before, he appeared and he said, well, do you want 10? And I said, yeah. Because, you know, 10 out of 10 means complete the most, you know. 10 out of 10, right? And he said, and I gathered that's what he's meaning. And he said, do you want 10? And I said, yes. And he said, well, wait till Cornelius gets there.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've got a chorus file.
Yeah, yeah. That's totally amazing. And then, if anybody doesn't believe that there's high magic going on, this was a mind-boggling event to add to a miracle. A young man tramped up through the field to check out what was going on. When we met him, we found out that not only had he walked the whole length of the serpent lines from the tip of Cornwall, but he'd walked in an old pair of Hamish Miller's shoes that Hamish himself had donated to him. Amazing.
We haven't now.
Do you know what it looks like?
Well,
I can't quite see it.
Spiral. But it's according to 28, it's a fern type spiral. You know, it's quite small in the beginning and then big.
Because we had a strange one today with the moon.
John. Yeah. Just so you can send it to me.
Through this little window, and saw this tiny sliver of moon. Difficult to imagine seeing it any less, especially in daylight.
I love that moon. I love that moon. Yeah. So how long have you been on the road?
About a month. But I stayed 2 weeks in Glastonbury with friends.
What's your name?
Rocky.
Rocky.
Rocky. Yeah.
Corn.
Corn.
Yeah.
That's easy to remember. Cornfield.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah, Jane. Gail. Gail.
Gail.
And this
Like
is John over here.
Gale of the Gales. And John.
John.
Rocky.
No, this is Patu actually.
Patu, yeah. Well, in this formation, I'm definitely Patu, aren't I?
That's right.
I was just wanting to talk to him, so I just went up there, and you know, didn't have any
It
money.
seems all Maoris
You weren't the person who
that are
tree.
fully painted are Patu.
No.
I only know of two, and they're both Patu.
Really?
Well, yeah, the one Jan was talking about last night.
Oh, right.
The bypass.
That is,
Now he's been following the Michael and Mary line all the way up, you know, walking.
Wow.
Gosh.
Take me. I'm halfway now, and
Yeah.
I'm counting on another month.
Oh yeah.
Because you know.
You're
I'm
just
walking
loitering with intent, like.
it. What is that?
Loitering with intent.
Tent. No.
No intent.
Give me back.
You didn't meet a girl called Kathy along the way, playing a didgeridoo. You just remind me of her. I think she's from the
Yeah,
part of the world.
mate. Oh, that's exactly what I was thinking. They need to meet.
Kathy, no.
You got to be Scottish, right?
No, I've only
No.
been there half a year.
Yeah?
From Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Then you got a pretty good Scottish
Everybody
accent.
says that, yeah.
No, I love that.
I got the sun
been
as
there?
it's going.
Where that's
Yeah,
born in Italy.
look at that. We might catch the green flash.
Oh. If you can catch it on a movie, it'd be gone by the time I thought of it. What a gorgeous effect, isn't it?
Hear the bells from what's that church? St Andrews. You know, we're just on our way down to the other end of the Dragon Line. Yeah, have you had a look at Hamish's latest work, his book?
Well, no, I haven't really, no.
Because he spent the last 10 years tracing out the Dragon Line that runs
Yeah,
through
he
St
told me,
Michael's Mountain down right down through to Israel. So we're all going to Israel in the morning.
Yeah. I take that for
Trip
Kathy.
somewhere, eh?
Yeah.
Are you guys from New Zealand then?
Yeah.
Are. What about you?
I'm from just down the road here.
Aye.
You know what they say?
Well, I
Who
mean,
inspires the man-made ones?
maybe, yeah, it could be something like that. You know, that was picked up in the air afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's because it does look man-made. Yeah, it is close to what we're doing.
Only because
That's
of what
right.
we've been used to seeing those big spinners.
Isn't that funny, isn't it?
Sorry?
Only because we've been used to seeing the big spinners, that's all.
It's got to be.
Spinners. The big old ones, yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not quite
Well, it's
sat on
just
the
not-
line either.
yeah.
Like it's not as round as usual, is it?
Oh, it is.
Well, actually, if you look at it, it's scalloped, like
Yeah.
carved, like
Yeah.
like a Maori wood
Oh, right.
carve.